Hello everyone, how's it going? Dr. Incompetent here, and let's play some Sunless Sea, shall we? Alex, good evening, good to see you. So how we doing? Well, it's a good question. We are, if I just check in here, at 7 fuel and 7 food. Now, we kind of got brought back to life on our first captain here because of the beginner's luck event or cache or whatever we discovered, but brought back to life nonetheless. So let's take a look at us. We're over here on Pigmote Isle, and inside we have a couple of mascots, and let's see, what do we got in the old hold? Hey, Devin, exactly, my friend. At sea we are. So we actually upgraded the weapon and the engine, I believe, here, so we can be a little bit more spicy when we do combat. And we don't have much else beyond that. We have some curiosities. We do have recent news. We have the Invictus token, indeed. And we've got some of these pages from the Neathbow. We haven't even come close to doing that. We have one port report. We have a free evening. We have our locket, a restful night. We have 2 port reports, 3 port reports, a tale of terror that we can exchange, 4 port reports, and the memoirs from beginner's luck, which means that we've used this item up and we can't get it anymore. And we have torpedo components for the reasons of shooting torpedoes, I guess, if we feel like it. So here we are. Let's look at the map. We are over here on Pigmote Isle. So I really haven't been east at all. And we could go back to Fallen London. We could continue and see where we haven't mapped out this crab cake, or we could just sail straight east, see if our Z-Bat can find us anything new. If I actually look at my hold again, we have Wither, Codex, Venderbright, and Pigmote Isle. So that means we have Venderbright there, we have Wither, and we have Codex, which, oh, that was the one-time thing, I believe. Or one of them, we went someplace that we could get the port report once and never return, and then now we have Pigmote Isle. So the decision in this, it was so brilliantly described. Let me pause it, because I'm just getting hungry as I'm sitting here in terms of my actual hunger. Devin, thank you for subscribing, my friend. I appreciate that. The hull is at 70, which is decent. So, thinking of this game as an extraction game, we can go back with what we have, but we really want to try to get greedy. Devin, that is so awesome, my friend. Thank you so much for stopping in each evening, hanging out, playing some games. I appreciate that. That's awesome. So, I think, especially because this is my first captain, and I'm not, like, doing particularly well. I'm not doing badly, but it's not great. I think we need to, press the envelope a little bit. So, I'm going to unpause it, and I'm going to launch, and we're going to go east. That's awesome, Devin. Fantastic. Good luck in your Smash Bros, my friend. And I'm just going to go over here. I'll go at, I'll up the speed a little bit. I got the lights on. Fear is bad. That is the worst thing that we've got going right now, which is 62. But from what I understand from those more knowledgeable than myself at this game, which is pretty much everybody, even if this goes to 100, it's not a complete game over situation. It is going up because it's dark, and even though we have the light, it only slows it. And we're not near land, and just being in the Untersee is uncomfortable. Here's something. There's looks like a lighthouse or something. Okay, here we go. The salt lines is some distance to the northeast. Here it is. Okay, let's go check it out. Northeast. A false star flares in the cavern roof directly above you. Sometimes I forget that I'm in a big cave. Oh my goodness, what in God's name is this? Is this like a statue? Some kind of ritualistic piece to a slumbering Cthulhu god? Or maybe this is just the salt lions. It is. So this is what the Z-Bat discovered. Oh, okay, we got a ship here. Baddies coming in. I'm actually going to go in reverse. I'm going to see if I can... No bats. This ship is probably, you know, more than I can handle. I'll turn off the lights, see if that helps me at all. I'm going in reverse as fast as I can. Okay, this ship has 90 health. It's weird that it's so far away that it's hard for me to see. My gun, it would take many shots for me to sink this ship unless I could outmaneuver it deftly, which I don't anticipate. I'm going to turn this way. Okay, they got me. Oh god, they got me again. Ah, I missed. Oh, I missed again. I'm trying to get that one hit point. Got him. Hey, Kreft, good evening, my friend. So, I don't know if that was worth it. I took a bunch of hull damage, but I'm just firing away, you know? I think we got 69 terror, but I think that getting in fights and being successful helps, but I'm not sure. So, let's see what we got. We found some supplies and 2 fuel, and that's not horrible. And we also got a bolt. We got some parabola linen, which we can sell. All right, so we ended up getting enough, you know, food, which is great, and some fuel at the expense of a bunch of 24 hull damage, to be precise. Heath Run, live and drink, my friend. Good evening. Good to see you. All right. So, that being said, let's keep exploring out here. I'm feeling, you know, risky, frisky. There's no good reason for it. I might not even have enough fuel to actually make it back home. That's a legitimate concern. Let me turn this boat. We still need to map out down here to the south anyway, so let me turn this around. 7 fuel might not be enough, now that I think about it. And I could turn off my light and terrify my crew even more, which is amusing. Stalagmites loom in the distance like the cranes of Wolfstock docks, but vaster. The Corsair's forest. Our lookouts are watchful. So I'm here now. Now there is a kind of a lighthouse rolling, which is pleasant to see. Helps me navigate. I do believe I'm going to turn this on. Okay, good. We discovered Patrick's lot. So, well, I mean, we discovered it, but I'm going to go ahead and send out my Z-Bat. Oh, what's this? And we discovered Gator's Mourn. All right, all right. This is actually a port that we can get a new port report. So this is pretty tremendous. We're going to step in here. I don't know if this is anything good, but where is that circle? It is here. I'm going to turn out the old light, save some fuel, see what we can get here. The thing that's worth noting is that we only have 5 crew. All right, we're in. There's many things to note. I couldn't even tell you what they all need to be, but this is where we're at. And let's see. So this is Gator's Mourn. The Mourn is a stalagmite, vast as a crag, and its foot has no safe harbors. The Corsair's citadel nestles halfway up. An intricate system of winches takes the strain, and your ship rises slowly from the Z. Her hull creaks in protest. Grizzled sailors groan and cling to stanchions. This is interesting. So they're picking me up because their city is so high. Higher, higher. Now the Untersee shimmers like glass below. Children clamoring in crevices cheer and wave alarmingly. The winch motor slows and you hang in a cradle next to a red-bowed pirate cutter. So this one is locked. We can explore, and it will use up our something awaits you. We can introduce ourselves, but we need a docile Blemigan. Well, we have a Blemigan Gallivantaire, not very docile, I guess. We can overhear rumors, and I have heard of the pirate poet, so I can do that. This is locked. And I can gather intelligence when I don't have the port report, but this is difficult. You know what, Heathrun? Isn't that right? The real world can be very spooky. So let's explore. There's a surprising quantity of actual landscape on the Mourn. It's vertical, admittedly, but once you find the best paths and urchin roads, you can traverse it as you would a rocky moor, with an additional throatful of lurching terror. Well, we're already so scared. Actually, our terror went down a little bit, because we're in town, I believe. A patriotic dispute. You come across a crew of Cleonate hunters exchanging heated insults with a Connate privateer. It looks likely to end in blood. My iron is so bad that either way, I'm not very good at this, so I'm just going to leave. Oh, cool, Devin. I could do this as a coin toss. But it's very chancy, so I'll just say no thanks. I've learned a little indiscretion. So I got a veil. That's kind of cool. And let's see. Another afternoon at the errant limpet. And a drinking den by the dock cradles is a good place for your crew to find companionship and let off steam. But although Gator's Mourn is a free port, the Corsairs prefer their own and look askance at respectable Londoners. We are very respectable Londoners. Let me make sure that I don't need that event for anything else. I don't. Cold shoulders at the errant limpet. Conversation quietens as the drinkers look around. You've been here too long and you're attracting the wrong kind of attention. Time to move on. All right, then. Let's move on, I guess. That was not wise. And let's overhear rumors of the pirate poet. Landlubbers fear pirates. Pirates fear the poet. Lies, nonsense, glimmers. Some say she's a clay man who freed herself with the powers of verse. Possible. Others insist she's the personal muse of the king with the 100 hearts. Unlikely. One claims she sails on a living ship made of the still screaming skulls of her victims. Wow. More sober voices mutter that no, it's just an Ecluse class vessel. You know what, Devin? I believe that they are pre-written. And that I think it's all pre-written, and that there's random, like, there's a set of different context or dialogue that you can get. There's a role behind the scenes, I believe, that determines what outcome you receive in certain encounters, but most of this is pre-written. Now, there is procedural elements in the game, like some of the map components shift around from play to play, but if you do find this city, I believe that the lore is predetermined. I could be wrong about that. That's just what I believe now. Whatever the truths, few have fought her and survived to tell the tale. Only the bravest of captains risk the lonely parts of the Z where her flag is said to fly. Let's go find her. And we could gather intelligence. This is a tough challenge. Let's see what they have in terms of shop. So this place, you can sell off honey and mushroom wine. You could sell it for, pretty well here. You can buy fuel and supplies, and then you can also purchase soulless fruit if you have it. This is the errant limpet. And then the friendly face. This is where you take the unstamped crate of brilliant souls. And this is worth 150 if you can bring it here. I believe it was stolen from me, or I lost it in some capacity, but now I know at least where to go. Isn't that great, Devin? It's so hilarious. I know, Heathrun. Can you imagine the taste of that? So, a lot of this game, just like any, roguelike, even though this is not that, just has some elements of it, you gotta just play it to get more information, to know where you can buy and sell certain things, what they're worth, and etc. Let's see. They aren't buying or selling anything great that I have, so I'm going to try this, even though it's risky. So this says a dislike of spies. So we failed, and we got the port report, but we got 5 terror, which, oh god, and we lost a crew member. That's so rough. So now we can't go as fast as normal, because we lost a crew member. You and one of your more villainous-looking sailors join a dice game. Villainous-looking, but you know for a fact that she tithes to charity and has a delightful singing voice. Aww. The topic turns promisingly to pillage and ambush, but your sailor is a little too forward with her questions. There is a scuffle and a stabbing. You escape. She does not. Good lord. I guess it depends on the mushrooms, Devin, right? Well, that's unfortunate. Okay, so we lost one of our sailors with a beautiful singing voice, and we need to get home. So what happens now is that we can no longer travel at full speed. We can only go into this first gear because we don't have enough crew to man the boat properly. So here's where we are. Now, I'm going to go back to Fallen London. I think that maybe it was Demew Island. One of these places I can never do the port report for again. So I just need to ignore it. And you can see it's going to be slow going to get us home. I'm going to turn off the light while we're in this. How the light, if I'm close enough to the land, though, it does help me with maintain the fear. Oh, there's this light, though. Let's see what this does to my fear meter. It helps it for a moment. All right. We're not dead in the water, but boy, we're slow. Tears. Your cheeks are wet. You think for a moment that it's sweat, but then the sorrow hits you like a falling stalactite. You are weeping. You double over, inconsolable. I can give myself over to it or control yourself. Stifle your sobs. What is this? Why the sorrow? Yeah, let's just control myself. The ebb tide. You dig your nails into the palms of your hands, pacing the ship. The sorrow retreats like mist to the borders of your thought. You master yourself, but the taste of salt remains. You no longer have the gods of the Z salt's attention. Interesting. So I don't even know like if it's bad or good to have the gods' attention. Maybe some gods it's good, maybe some gods it ain't so good. But we lost the attention. So here's where we're at. And boy, it is gonna be a struggle getting home. Unless I can oh, do you want to fight me? I hope not. I mean, I can fight you if you really want it, but nah, they don't want any of it. Wait. Wait. Oh, God. All right. We got to be careful here. Take that, then. I cannot very well outmaneuver them with my boat, so I'm just going to try and fight them, but it's ugly. I'm on fire. Well, we got him. Oh, we're down to one crew. Oh, my God. I didn't realize I was losing crew. These pinasses don't sail far from their hidden harbors, but here's something at the back of the hold. And will we get a fuel? Maybe we can get home. This is the pillar. No, it doesn't show up on the map. I don't see a place to land. It's just called Bornvard's Pillar. So there you go. So my hull is nearly gone. My crew is effectively gone. But what we're doing is saying, to heck with it. Maybe we make it home. Maybe we don't. We are actually getting into... We could make it. I'm going to check my journal really fast because there was something about... So we can get our terror back to 50, which at London, which is good. I know there was something going on here where it was like, I've been to Demuth Island. I think that's the place where they don't want to talk about it anymore, but I want to double check that. Fading, good evening. Good to see you. I know, like, I'm a rapscallion. I have one suspicion. That's not bad. Rapscallion is almost like, you know. Oh, God. Man, this guy is just coming right at me and shooting. Shooting the flare at me. Don't do this. I swear I've never been hunted this predatorily by pirates before, but maybe it's because I have this fear. I don't know. I'll tell you what, though. I'm going to go full power. Whatever. Even, I mean, like, I'm so close to death. Hey, Karma, good evening. I don't know. It's not ideal. But if I can... Oh, God, this guy's right on me. Uh-oh. Go. Nah, Karma, you didn't miss much, except we lost a bunch of crew. I got into a fight with some pirate ships that were a little bit too much for us, but I was just purposely being adventurous and tried to go out here and explore. It's all right. We're down to one crew. If we make it back to London, I'll be shocked. But the cool thing is, horn. Pressing H will blow your horn. This has no useful function and may provoke nearby Z-beasts. That's hilarious. Yeah, that's where I'm at, Karma. I was just kind of learning more about the game. I did find out something cool. What is this guy up to? I wish I could see his health bar more easily. Oh, this guy is terrifying. He's got 150 hit points. I don't want any of that. Neo, good evening. Good to see you. I learned who would buy that crate of souls. It was over here at Gator's Mourn. They would actually purchase that kind of contraband that I got from the person in London. So just, learning where I can offload that was useful. I know, Devin. I should totally blow my horn at that big crab. Thou, all shaking thunder, let your terror reach 90. It's just my terror. Now, if I can make it back to London, which is a big if, the terror should go back to 50, at the very least. You know what? I think it might be because I've scaled up the UI, so it's a little bit easier for me to see. And so maybe that messes with the health bar. Yes, exactly, Karma. That crate. So there was somebody at Gator's Mourn. They would actually purchase it for 150. And I don't think I had seen anyone who would buy that one before, so now I didn't know where I could take it, so I just had it on me forever. Lose your mind, let your terror reach 100. Oh boy. The Drownies swim with the ship now. In their song is the taste of salt, the 100 colors of darkness, the loving coil of the current. Come home, they see. Come home to us. So I could either jump into the water, which doesn't sound wise, or I could deny them, which is almost impossible. I don't really want to jump over. So, oh, that's hilarious, Karma. So there's no pleasing that guy? He didn't you want me to sell it. He wanted me to take it to a particular location. I see. Okay. Well, he would have been furious, but I still would have had the money, which probably wasn't worth it. All right. Let's go for it. It's no use. Your thoughts surge like the sea. Your mouth is full of salt. A long way away, someone is struggling. Perhaps it's you. Wave goodbye. Say farewell. Hush. Wow. Hearts failed in the challenge. Try again, and you may have better luck. Lost with all hands. You and all your crew. I was so close to making it back to London, too. Look at that. Are gone. London will speculate in vain as to how you might have met your aim. They won't have to speculate that much. The ship is literally right outside the dock. Into darkness you will be mourned, but you provided for your heir. I did not provide my heir because I don't have an ironclad will. Sure. Well, in that case, Karma, the choices looked like I could either jump into the water and die, or I could attempt to resist, and if I failed, I would die. So I took the one that looked like, yeah, it zonked me right away. Like, I hit 100, and then it was like, I got this option. So I will be mourned. Okay. A bleak dawn. It's over for now, but you have a lodge. You now have lodge in the room above the blind helmsman. Your first captain has died. Don't worry, these things happen. Explore boldly with your next captain. Exactly. Choose a legacy to preserve something for your next captain. So now I get to see the full game loop of like what happens when you die and how you go to the next captain. Okay. So we got the achievement, sink beneath the waves, die for the first time. Indeed. All right. In memoriam, we died February 1st, 1888. It's over for now, but legacy qualities unlocked. An ironclad will. Your next character inherits your lodgings along with any heirlooms you have stored there. So we could do this if we plan on buying a house and trying to keep it. It is interesting. It's like they are apologizing that they made a game that's built to destroy you. We can increase our starting pages by 24th with the Horizon Codex. We could get the Traveling Light. Okay. This boosts our veils, boost our mirrors, boost our iron, boost our hearts, boost our pages. That's not very good. It's only by 10, and this is by 25. This time you can choose 2 legacies if you have a scion. Raise a child and it brings gifts. So this means you can carry 2 legacies with you for your next one. And you were... Okay. So I really don't know what to take right here. Yeah, exactly, right? So if you increase your starting mirrors, for example, that boosts the mirrors of your next captain, but it doesn't ensure that I'll be able to keep the house. And the house is like expensive and it's nice to have, I think, especially if you want to have your son or daughter or whatever. So let's see here. I'm just seeing what happens. You were a rival. Retain 50% of the iron value in one weapon. So what this means is I can retain 50% of my previous iron value. Oh, okay. Well, checking these will tell me if any of these, go up. My pages will actually go up. So I can boost my pages by 1 if I take correspondent. But this keeps the map. So this allows me to keep the map. This allows me to keep an officer. This allows me to keep some money, and I didn't have enough money for that to matter. So you could keep money. I could keep my weapon, though. It feels that way, Karma. I think the best choice here for me is my weapon, but now I know like what I can pass on. Weapon, money, officer, chart, and then if I go ironclad will, I can plan for the future, or What if, instead, like, this seems better if I was a little bit further along in the game because the house was rather expensive. Maybe, though, with the right purchases, I could get it. But what if I just said, you know what, like, oh, none of these are unlocked. I can't choose any of these. I see. Um, so all we need to do is buy a house to unlock this. So I think you're right. That's right, Neo. And let me. Karma knows the answers to this, and so does anybody else out there who's played this game before. But, like, for example, Ironclad Will. Upgrade your lodgings and purchase a will. If I do that once, does that mean forever my account will just have this lodging and that any captain subsequently will have this? And then you could eventually get all of these things to boost up your starting captain permanently. So, like, if I raise the anarchist to prominence, I could start with 25 extra iron forever if I get this. Or I guess maybe you could only choose one of them or something. Okay. So anyway, we can accept the legacy, and I think we'll do that. Well, this one says go north. Yeah, Neo, the game has a way of not explaining things like that. And so you just have to keep buying the will and you get Ironclad Will. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and say, hey, Heathrun, thank you so much for that super chat, my friend. I need the dredge boat. I appreciate that. My notification wasn't working, my friend. I didn't see it, but thank you for that. That's awesome. I'm going to accept this. Let's go. Oh my God. Okay. Here we go again. Captain's making. 3 decades ago, in the reign of Victoria, London was stolen by bats. Now it lies a mile below the surface. It was dreadfully inconvenient for everyone, but it opened a vast black ocean to you. Welcome to the Untersee. So it's like, I don't understand, like, London was stolen by the bats, and it's a mile below the surface in a cave. Did they just push London, like, straight under the ground? Anyway, yes, exactly, right? So, I could choose a past. So let's choose a past. Decide who you were and what you want to be. You now lodge in the room above the blind helmsman. So, in this sense, I'm going to try a different type of character, maybe. You know what I mean? What I did before was a poet. But what if I want to be... Oh, thank you, Karma. I was confused. I was like, am I supposed to understand that? Sometimes this game is so deadpan that it's hard to tell, like, it's, to text something like humor. it did sound funny, but then I'm like, well, I'll tell you what, those bats that attacked my ship were not funny. They were deadly serious. I'm going to be a veteran of the campaign of 68 because I want to try just shooting stuff. So this gives me a bonus to iron. Now, if I want to carry over my iron, I need to help with an uprising. So that could be something that we try to do. I also can just do the one where it's like go straight north if I want to. But really one of the things I want to do is try to get that house. Yeah, Karma, that's a great point. So let us then... I'm going to try iron. You fought in the invasion of hell. London's armies lost. You survived. Your loot and your pension have bought you a command. Fantastic. This will give you a bonus to iron. Stern and exacting. They will not trifle with you. You promised a job to your acquaintance, the shady cook. He'll do until you find someone less disgusting. Look at this guy, the shady cook. This is sweet. Gives you hearts +1. You always want somebody who prepares your food to be shady. And we could talk to him. And let's see. You were a weary soldier. Now you're a captain. My stranger quality is gone. Welcome to the world. We have 70 echo. We have 50 iron. We have a shady cook. And someone is looking for passage. Yeah, Karma. I'm going to go, I believe, I've got iron here, right? But I think I want to go for iron and hearts. I kind of did mirrors and veils before, but let's go for iron and hearts. Just like some high morale, good constitution, and just shoot stuff up. All right, and we will continue. And what does winning mean to you? Your father was lost at sea. You never knew him, but you've often dreamed of him. Find and return his remains to London for a decent burial. Okay. Let's try this one. I haven't tried it yet. And full fathom 5. Find where he fell and bring him home. When you found your father's bones, you can retire to victory. Fantastic. Okay, cool. Thank you, Karma. Oh, is mirrors the... Yeah, it gets you the firing solution. That could also be really good. All right, the last scrap of paperwork. Captain, an irregularity with the harbor master's office. They wish to know what term of address you prefer ashore. It's Captain. All right, fantastic. And let's see. So we're more of a combat-oriented captain this time. So I think it's probably wise to have this epicure express. I just love this silhouette. This kind of like, mwah, you know, like just like kissing. You're like, oh, it's delicious pasta I've created here. It's so good. All right, so this is Dr. Incompetent II, and we're going to accept this. Your father's bones, a cold trail. Oh, my God. Put these things in a bag. I don't want to look at my dad's bones like this. Your father lost... Oh, we don't know where they are, actually. So this is just a, artistic representation. It's not a Polaroid photograph. The trail was cold, but you have a lead. The dark, spectacled admiral. 1 week ago, the admiral grew incautious after one brandy too many in the Parthenaeum Club. He made references to your father's, quote, deplorable end and expressed his regret that he had not prevented it. You are not a member of the Parthenaeum, but their head waiter once served in your regiment. Okay, so here we go. The Admiralty. You meet your friend, the head waiter, and learn that the Admiral has not returned since. Perhaps he regrets his outspokenness. You'll have to find him in his lair at the Admiralty. So with 3 levels of Admiralty's favor, and we visit here, we could speak with the Admiral. Oh, we always work with this guy anyway, so that should be pretty easy. Exactly, Heathrun. Okay, I want you to paint my dad's bones, and then we're going to hang that right above the fireplace. Okay, so advice for captains. That makes sense, Karma. So there's better, some synergies are better than others. So I've already read this, and I'm going to go ahead and sell the book. And let's see. Someone in the docks wants to board the ship and agree to carry the anxious university student to Hunter's Keep. He has no money, so the other captains have no interest, but he's a passionate youth and promises that his studies on Lorne Flukes will be rewarding enough. So I'm going to do this because, I want to help out this green-eyed youth. I believe when I did this last time, the person who wanted me to transport them was like in a casket, and they wanted me to deliver their body to the place where people go to die up north. So Hunter's Keep is a place I enjoy going. Welcome aboard. He jumps for joy as you agree to take him aboard. Thank you, thank you. Please take me to Hunter's Keep right away. A Lorne Fluke, a full, dead Lorne Fluke washed ashore. I'm doing my thesis on them. Do you know they can digest human memory? I didn't. That's an interesting thing to digest, and I may never have a better chance to study one up close. The passenger is random. It seems that way. Now, the other thing, though, is I knew where Hunter's Keep was in the last game, but it's going to be in a different location this time, and I did not carry over my map, so it's going to be, I'm going to have to find it. And let's see. Let's go to the Labyrinth of Tigers. What is this? Is open under the patronage of the London Zoological Society to cautious visitors for educational purposes. Here you may see the devil apes of Far Mandalay, the thing in the mirror, the Cantagaster's children, the gargantuan cave snake, the inhabitor of wolves, the hybrid fiend, NB. The management recommends that you arrange your exit well before closing time. Okay, so we can't really do anything here. We can't purchase a specimen because it's so expensive. And we need to sell something if we ever get a harlot fry. So this is like a, Ripley's Believe It or Not, and we don't have the right stuff. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Karma. That makes me feel better about it. So it's not entirely shuffled around. That there's some sense to it. Okay. And my lodgings. So first of all, let's go ahead and read the morning papers. And let's see. The Khanate is threatening war. London's colonies on the Carnelian coast want independence. And, the promotional coupon. So we got a free supply. Great. And not anything else we can do here. So let's go to London. And we could just adopt a Blemigan Gallivantier, which I've done before. What does this guy give you again? Go ahead. I guess we got it. We can visit the survey office, and this is where we can do our job. So, do you need anything in particular? This port. Speak to our agent there and return. So, now they want us to go to Gator's Mourn in the Corsair Forest. So this is a different mission that we got in our first game. Okay, cool. So I'm starting to see like which elements are randomized and perhaps not. London again. The university is locked. The docks we can't do. We do need to hire more crew. Oh, here's the tomb colonists. They are still here. Okay. So, oh, we have 8 crew. Never mind. I was like, we need to hire more crew. Nah, we don't really. I just saw that, Karma. I was thinking that I had only 5. Hey, Pizza. Good evening, my friend. Good to see you. All right, so we want to go to Vendor Bright anyway, so I'm going to get this person on board. All right, so I have 120 echoes. I have 10 fuel, and I have 6 supplies. Very good. What do I got here? So I can just go ahead and sell the starter weapon that they give me because I kept my weapon. So that's a little bit of extra cash. Yeah, that's a great point, Karma. That kind of reminds me of there's elements like that in the game. Oh, why it's escaping me what the title of this game is. It's a space game. It's a real-time space roguelike where you have a ship and you're jumping from place to place, and sometimes you can get like free missiles or free fuel, so you don't want to always be at the top because then you can't take advantage of that. So, makes sense. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to go to the shops, and I'm going to go to the Naval Supply Store, and we can sell this bad weapon. Only 10, unfortunately. Yes, Alex, FTL. Faster than light. That's what it is. Thank you. And here we go. I sell it. I got 130. Now, I can't afford, for example, to purchase a better engine right now because it's so expensive. But one thing we could consider if we really wanted to is we could like buy some mushroom wine and sell it for a little bit of extra echoes at the other town. But I think instead, because the port reports are going to pay so much at the beginning of the game, I really want to make sure that I have enough supplies. So some more fuel and some more supplies would be a good idea. That's a great point. So it is 17 to 23. So I think you were saying like 18 is a one-shot on certain things. So no, this says 10 to 14 hull damage, but then it says 17 to 23 up there. 20 is will one-shot bats and the crabs, so I could potentially one-shot them. I mean, this says right here, hull damage plus 12, and then I get 8 from my iron stat, so I don't know why it's not just flat-out reading 20. Maybe because there's just a range or something of damage. But either way, all right, I'm going to go back to the shop, and I'm going to hit a fuel and a supply. Okay, I think this is a pretty good amount right here. I'm just going to stay at this bit and go out and explore. Well, actually, before I lied about that. Let me make sure I've done everything in here. I read the papers, done. My father's bones, yeah, okay. And then I need to get to the Admiralty, but I can't get up there until I get enough favor. I gotta prove myself. Okay. I can talk to my mascot. This guy gives you pages and mirrors, and this dude gives you hearts. So we'll take that. Okay, Karma, thank you. So it's not exactly accurate. So I could use this guy to improve my hearts. Now, this is a question I have. From what I understand, you're telling me that if I get a stat above 50, then I can carry that over to the next captain. But this guy says he can't improve my heart higher than 50. So that means that I'm going to have to raise it through other means beyond just giving secrets to my officer. So let's talk to the shady cook. What you want? He might say more, but a coughing fit takes him. Good, I like to have my cook coughing everywhere. Delicious. Eventually, he straightens up and wipes his mouth, slowly, with his forearm. He's also a hygienic man. Fantastic. Yeah, it says right here, he's not the most hygienic of officers, but he'll do until you find someone better. Oh, my God. All right, so ask him what he wants from life. Why did the shady cook choose to go to Z? For he looks you directly in the eyes. Seoli. He repeats it more slowly. Sea of lilies. He licks his lips very slowly. Eventually, you have to look away. God, what a crewmate. Okay, I'm glad I get to sail with you, buddy. Weird guy who licks his lips. Oh, okay, thank you. It's just because he's a starting officer. That makes so much sense. Thank you for explaining that. All right, we're going to launch. I'm going to look at the map. Oh, my God, I know nothing. No, I didn't mean to. Didn't mean to do that. Here, launch me again. Hit me up to full speed, crew. Mwah, we're going for it. Bellissima. Ciao. Molto bene. Mwah. I'm an Italian veteran, grizzled from war, somehow in fallen London. Don't ask. Oh, Hunter's Keep is right here. Jackpot. Super close. Yeah, great idea. Great idea. Thank you. Now I'm starting to understand this game a little bit more. All right, we're going to go to Hunter's Keep eventually once we get around to it. All right, a quiet isle, a grand old house. Here we are. It's the sisters. A hunk of dark rock swathed in mist, like 100 other Untersea islands, but here's a grand house, windows aglow, lawns impossibly green and lush in the false starlight, raked gravel paths. You stand on the dock as the sea nudges the ship's sides. An unexpectedly warm breeze carries the faintest trace of lavender. Let's do it. Inspect. Oh, the university student wants to check this out. Go. It lies on the shore, just beyond a hill. You can just make out the fluke spikes over the grass. The anxious student rushes by you, whooping, but he stops on the hilltop. On the shore, standing before the mass of dead needles, is a drowny in a Nunkian postal uniform. He glowers up at you. This is not where the fluke belongs. The drowny cries in a plummy voice. I hate these drownies. They just killed me. It's to be taken elsewhere. It's already has a delivery label. That means I have to deliver it. The student sneers. Sod your label. Captain, help me haul the beast to Station 3. My advisor at the college has arranged room there for its dissection and study. My work will benefit us all. Who will the corpse go to? Okay. So, oh my God, look at it. Oh, okay, Karma. So we found Station 3 in the last game, and I believe that's the place that you can do port report once and then they never want to hear about it again. I think, maybe. It's one of these places. Maybe I have it mixed up. Um, there is only one fluke. They can't both have it. So here's the deal. I'm going to do what the student wants because science. And loaded with extreme caution, the lorn fluke is tied by very reluctant sailors to drag behind your stern. On your deck, the anxious student twitches with delight. I can't believe what we have. His hand tightens on the railing. The drowny postman stares up at you both. It's natural for corpses to grimace, but when the corpse is still alive and is actively upset at you, it is additionally distressing. Indeed it is. I see you too. That makes sense, Karma. All right. So let's talk to the sisters. Present yourself at the house. They will have heard your ship come in. Why hide? Knock and enter. Here's the maid with smoldering topaz eyes, who's terrifying. She shows us into the parlor, where the three young women wait. A visitor, the youngest cries. The next youngest chuckles, the eldest sighs. Do excuse the indecorum, she says. Visitors are rare. You are very welcome. I am Cynthia. The noisy one is Phoebe. The cheerful one is Lucy. You are in good time for lunch. Will you join us? Indeed, free meal. So we can hang out with Cynthia, the eldest, the middle sister, or the young one. And let's hang out with Cynthia. Cynthia grasps your arm and whispers to you. Her eyes are wide and blue. Her hair is wild and tangled. Bats might nest in it. It seems to you that you are sitting on a hillside above a wide blue lake, listening to a story of a murder, an axe, a net, blood on scented water. Another chop? Cynthia asks. You've barely touched your food. Here, I'll have the maid wrap something for you. You can't be hungry. It's not safe to be hungry. Okay, so we lost our hunger. Our iron remains unchanged at 50. Oh, okay. Karma, good to know. So we got a little bit scared. We got a tale of terror. We got some supplies, and we're rocking. Love it. And we can tempt the sisters with news if we want, but I'd rather just retcon the island, and we got the port report. I'm going to keep my recent news for another event. See if I can get something else out of it. It's nice to get a free meal. And there's other stuff I'm sure you can get here, but now let me start exploring. Go. All right, I'll just kind of map out the western portion of this here. Yeah, exactly, Karma. I would like to know more about the Drownies myself. All right. Sending out that bat. All right, cool. This is familiar. I see. All right, we're turning. Here we go. Vendor Bride it is, or Vendor Bite, rather. So we can drop off the corpse person. All right. The trouble with tomb colonists. You've brought this decaying emigrant north. Now what? One last fight. The passenger has been drinking. Ahoy! She chortles. Defend yourself. She launches a tipsy assault. Your crew hang back, chuckling. Thanks, crew. All right, so this is 100% because I'm good in a fight. Go. An effortless defense. Tomb colonists have a lifetime of bitter experience. Some of them are the deadliest combatants under the earth. Possibly this one is when she hasn't drunk quite so much rum. You'll never know. She salutes you, laughing after you disarm her. Good fight, she opines. Then she staggers backward and falls over the side. You never do find what happened to her, but at least you have her rather magnificent cavalry saber and her belongings. Oh my goodness. This is hilarious. It is like the ghouls, Devin. So I get a free sword. And I mean, I love how this exchange went totally different. Like in the previous game, the tomb colonist I brought up was like a snob and wanted all this mushroom wine. This one gave me an outlandish artifact. My iron actually went up to 51, and we got 2 supplies. That was awesome. That was a very lucky situation that they wanted to compare against my iron stat, which was super high. So let's go ahead then, and we can explore. And a serpent image. Here, a Zaylor shouts, there's something nestled in the mossy crook of a gray-leafed tree. A wooden serpent, lacquered with black, red, and yellow. Its eyes are garnet flakes. That'd fetch a good price at the bazaar, the sailor observes, but it has a cursy look, points out another. Okay, so I can take it anyway. I can leave it. Perhaps it's cursed, perhaps it's not, but your crew gets superstitious at the drop of a bat. Indeed, I can take it, but reward the Zaylor. Oh boy. The genial magician has use for it. I had this guy last time. I don't have him now. Going for it. I failed. So we got really scared, but we did get an outlandish artifact. An Ophidian gaze. You have no idea what the thing is. You put it on the shelf next to your antique sextant, but the ruddy glitter of its eyes gives you the creeps. Eventually, you leave a hat on top so you don't have to look at it. Love the old hide it in the hat trick. Meanwhile, 2 sailors complain that they're dreaming of, quote, hungry jungles. Indeed. All right, let's see here. Well, we can visit the first curator. We can gather gossip. And this is locked because this will replace 12 supplies with 12 tomb colonists who you need to take to 3 destinations. Oh, this is so funny. We can't do it. Rob, good evening. Good to see you, my friend. It is a great night for that. We're going to visit that first curator and hang out. And this guy usually gives you some food at the very least. We will listen to the request or accept the commission. He wants colors. I'll accept it. And we get all this stuff. We got it before. That's fine. No, he doesn't give me any food. But we can gather gossip, and we got the port report. Fantastic. Okay, so at this place, again, they'll buy the wine. We could sell the news, but I want to keep it. And we could sell tomb colonists for a bit here as well. But we're going to keep it. Okay. Fair enough. We got the port report. Let's look at the map. All right, let's shove off. I have 9 fuel, so I feel okay about this. Just sailing around. Honestly, Karma, that's exactly what I thought when I saw it. When they were like 3 places on the map, I immediately was like, I'm not doing this. First of all, I don't want to lose all my supplies. Second of all, I don't know the game well enough to know where those things are on the map, and I don't have it explored. So even if I did know where it was in the previous game, it's no guarantee for this one. All right, here comes Big Boy. Oh, Wither. Got it. Up here. Great. So I'm looking for Station 3. I mean, if the map looks pretty similar to what I had before, and at least these places, Station 3 was somewhere around here, maybe, if I'm remembering correctly. Yeah. It sounds like a very high risk reward. Like, if you really know what's going on, you can maybe make it. Okay, here's one place, here's another. I do always do that. I don't want to crash. I keep forgetting you can go under it. You're right about that. Thank you for reminding me. Let's go here and then right there. Codex. Perfect. All right. So, shore leave. All right, let's explore the town. And, okay. Fragments remains unchanged. Fair enough. Gather intelligence. And we got the port report. Wonderful. Oh, okay. Good to know, Karma. So I'm going to do this because it's 75%. And we got it. So we lost 5 terror, which is amazing. We did lose... I didn't realize it was 50 money. Probably not necessary to spend that much echoes on shore leave. That was a bad decision. Okay. I won't do that again. I need 2 Tales of Terror to get something here, or 3 if I want the Stygian Ivory. And, okay. Fair enough. All right, we got the port report. Let me look at the map. Okay. I'm going to keep going up north. Just to see what's up there. I do probably need to head back home, though. Fuel is not the best. All right. It keeps telling me about the codex. Fine. The Lifeberg would tear me apart. I don't want to fight it. Yeah, I mean, 5 terror is a lot. Okay, that is a good comparison, Karma. I guess, like, my thought on it was my terror at the moment is not so high that I'm concerned about it, but it is nice to lower it. Oh, I keep forgetting that, Karma. Okay, I'm trying to like save fuel, but I've got to keep the lamp on. Okay. Thank you for reminding me about that too. Whoops. I was like, I'm being so smart and keeping, low profile. All right, let's go straight down. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, like if you're out in open water, you might not want it. I don't want that guy to look at me. All right, we're trying to circle around. We found this light here. All right, I'm going to keep going south. There's just some regular bats over there. We could honestly fight them. Actually, I am going to fight them. Wait, never mind. I changed my mind. This crab is easier. Almost got it in one shot. There we go. So, our gun is enough to just, like, rip these dudes apart, which is beautiful. We can dissect it or we can butcher it. I always like to just butcher it. Oh, but it only removes your current hunger. That's right. You don't get a supply for it. Okay, I should have done the other one. I thought it would give you a supply beyond that. It does not. That is a one-shot bat. That is beautiful. Remember how we can dispose of the corpses to reduce terror, or we can eat them. I'm going to dispose, and we lose one terror. That's pretty good. I love just one-shotting them. Yeah. I just need to learn that stuff better. Like, learn each event and just have it in memory that, like, okay, you don't get a supply here. I am right by London, so I could easily return, but I'm going to use up more fuel and just try to get some more map uncovered. I'd love to just find Station 3 somehow. This is a dumb question, but using the Z-Bat doesn't take anything, does it? Like, it's not like gobbling up more fuel or anything. Thank you. That's what I thought. Now, in the beginning of the game, the tutorial tells you that it's better to use the Z-Bat when you're stationary. Abbey Rock. Okay, we found it. Right down there. That's what it feels like, Karma. I just spam it. Like, I just keep sailing and use it. Like, I don't care about stopping my boat at all. Mutton Island. Sweet. Let's hit Mutton Island. Yeah, I'm getting low on fuel. Oh, wait a minute. I thought I clicked on it. Why did it... Does it only last for a certain bit of time on your map? Oh, crab man. Oh, he got me. I still can't... I'm close to one-shotting. Oh, God. Here, hit the crab. All right, we got 2 for the price of 1 here, unfortunately. It was weird. Yeah, it just disappeared. Dissect it. All right, we got it. So we got some fragments. Perfect. I'm going to stop right here. All right. Oh, Rob, I'm sorry, I missed your question. What finally killed me, Rob, was that my terror level got to 100, and then my captain, like, decided to just go into the ocean. I was limping in anyway, Rob. I fought a bunch of pirates that were too hard, and I had very little health. I had no crew left, or had very little hull, very few crew, and my terror was so high. I was right by London. I almost got back, but I lost the challenge to the terror, and my character just basically jumped into the ocean and succumbed to the drownies. It was rough. All right. We can eat here. We could explore the shore. We could pick up a wretched Mog. We could chat with the fisherman. And we could visit the hilltop. We could buy fuel. Actually, the fuel might be good. I think I can make it, but boy, it's close. All right, so let's go ahead and explore the shore. And pages. These are all pages. Let's walk away. Riddles are for children. All right. Let me... Yeah, the siren's call pulled me into the water. All right, let's get that port report. So we lost an echo, but we got the port report, which is incredible. And do we want that guy? Not really. I don't think I want to trade 3 supplies for the wretched Mog at this moment. So I am okay moving on. And we're going to try to get back to London if possible. I have the lamp on, even though it's using fuel, just because I want to map this out. So, just, you know, not a great question, but out of curiosity, if you're, like, low on fuel and you're trying to sprint home, if you full power to the engines... I know you risk catching fire, but intuitively I would think it would burn more fuel, but does it? Like, is it a smart play to use full power to try to get home, or should you coast on fumes? Okay, that's what I thought. All right, we made it. And let's collect messages from the harbor master. Something has changed. Someone wants to sign on. We get another day of free evening, and the Rose Market bustles on Roser's Wharf. Exactly, Heathrun. Yeah, that makes sense, Karma. It's not a game that seems to have inertia for your ship. Like, if you would full power blast, it's not like you get enough of a speed boost that gradually disintegrates that it's worth the extra fuel. Like, sometimes if you build up to speed, it takes so long for you to lose that speed that it actually gains you more efficiency in the long run, but not in this case. Okay, so let's go ahead and continue. This guy who is scary. So the surgeon wants to join on, which, But here's what we're going to do. We're going to go to our lodgings, and we can, rest in the room to get the full night. But apparently we haven't been out long enough to read the news. But what we can do is go to London and visit the... I could use the secret to visit the university. It's not a bad idea. Oh, okay, so I never got rid of that recent news. Well, then I should have got rid of it. That's funny. I should have given it to the sisters. Okay, let's go here. And let's tell them about Hunter's Keep. Fantastic. We get some fuel. Vendor bite. Favor, fuel, fantastic. Wither. Boom, boom, boom. Codex. All right. We're up to 4 favors. Quaker's Haven. All right. And we need to talk to this guy for he will see us now, so let's do it. And a deplorable end. At the Parthenaeum Club, the Admiral dropped hints about your father and about the deplorable end. What does he know? So we definitely want to... I mean, we're not trying to win the game, but at the same time, maybe this is worth pursuing. Yes, there was a certain report. King Eater's Castle. The empty table at the end of the world. Your father went there. No one makes the pilgrimage there if they intend to return. One way or another, no pilgrim returns home. Okay, thank you, Karma. I have heard them that they stay. I've also heard that they go on somewhere even further. It is a regrettable place, Captain. The King Eater's Castle and its pilgrims do regrettable things. If you go, do not take any who are dear to you. You know what, Mr. Spectacles, I'm thinking about going to King Eater's Castle. You want to come? It's far to the southeast. Go there if you must. Okay, fair enough. And let's see. So let's go to the university. And we got a page. Good. And we can give the artifact here. And I believe what you were telling me about these artifacts, like working with this scholar, is that they don't give you the best rates, but it's convenient. So we can see what this is. Yeah, we got 100 echo for the outlandish artifact, which is good for me right now. I'm okay with that. Get another 100 there. So we're up to 279 echo, which we can use to, we'd like to maybe get a better engine, but in all honesty, I'm trying to get that house. I don't know if the better way is to get a better gun. I could also pass on my gun if I want to keep going that route. So that's an option too. And I don't have anything else to do here. Scintillac, soulless fruit. I don't have any of that. So with 30 echo, she actually, look at this. She's a doctor, but she increases hearts and iron. So this is fantastic. Yeah, exactly, Karma. So I like dealing with the scholar. So we now have this person, an expert in amputations. Appoint your new officer by dragging her. Right. So, oh, look at this. She gives me 6 iron, 6 hearts, and a doctor aboard. Heck yeah. I don't know what a doctor aboard +1 means, just for situations where a doctor is needed. But what this means is, like, I think I might be able to one-shot even those crabs with the extra iron. Maybe. I'm not sure. We can check that. We can go to our hold. And yeah, it's still 18 to 24 damage. But it looks like 19 to 23, maybe? I don't know. Anyway, hopefully. We have 6 fuel, 7 supplies. That's good, but we'd like better. And let me see here. The hull is fine. A little bit of damage. We have plenty of crew. I like this mascot because it gives hearts, which we're looking to get. And let's see here. If I wanted like an even better gun, the thing about this is thing is a deck weapon, which I have, but this one here is a forward weapon, which I don't have a slot for. Now, I didn't see an option in the legacies to carry over a ship to the next captain. So even if I spent all my money to go to the shipyard and, try to buy the Corvette or whatever, like a bigger ship, it wouldn't necessarily carry over unless the ship does carry over, and I just don't understand it. But okay. That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay. But you got to have a lot of cash, and if you've purchased a ship, it'll dent your cash. Unless you just say, okay, I'm just building up a bunch of money so I can right away go buy another ship. But it's only 50%. All right. So, auxiliary and bridge. Let me check something out right here. This goes to the bridge, but I was thinking it would help your lamp, but it just adds to your mirrors, so it helps you aim a little bit better. But it doesn't actually help like the intensity of the light that you turn on or anything. Mirrors +1 is fine, but That's hilarious. Okay. So I think what I'll do is just go ahead and we need fuel without question. And supplies are actually okay. We need to take this guy. I don't even see where it is in my inventory. It's like in my hold. I'm carrying a big fish and a student, or so I thought I was. All right. So anyway, then let me go back to the shop and let me just buy a little bit more there, and I'm okay with this. All right, we're going to go back to London. Oh, okay, Karma. Thank you. I'm going to carouse, and I was unlucky. I lost terror. Okay. Lost some money, and I got some more recent news, and I lost a free day. All right, fine. Okay. Then let's bail. Oh, you know what? Oh, no, he already gave me that mission, didn't he? Tomb colonists. Right. So he wants me to go to Gator's Mourn, and then... Right. I'm bound for Station 3 with the anxious student. What does the number in parentheses mean? You welcome to passenger aboard 5. Yes. And then this says 10. All right, let's go. I'm going to go this way, straight ahead. However, it's always nice to go to Hunter's Keep, but let's just do it on the way back. All right, we're going to go full on. And I got my lamp on so I can try to get this little section mapped. There we go. All right, so I'm going to go east. What's this guy? Jellyfish guy. Abbey Rock. Okay. Oh, okay. That makes sense. So this is based on a browser game that is... Ouch. Ow. Nah, that probably wasn't worth it. I took way more damage than I was expecting. we could eat it, I guess, or let it disperse. Port report visage. Let it disperse. All right, we got a Z story. Okay. Oh, here we go. Here's an island. Okay, cool. I have never played it or heard of it. I was wondering if the game was actually a tabletop, game in any respect. It's under the water. All right. We got it, and we can dissect it or butcher it. We need to dissect it, just because we aren't that hungry. That's cool. Karma, that's cool. Now, is it like a shared lore that anybody can kind of make games in, or are the people who are responsible for the browser game also some of them involved in this? Okay. Shepherd Isle. Right. We could do a picnic at the Sanding Stones if something awaits. Or Tales of the Sanding Stones, the Three Graves, Thornwell Croft, the rest of the Z, and compile a port report, and engage an officer, the sigil-ridden navigator. I will guide your ship. Yeah, this guy seems... I mean, I don't have a navigator. Well, wait, where does he go? First officer? Oh, he's a first officer who increases mirrors and veils. Well, to be honest, it's like, I'm not trying to boost my mirrors and veils, though, so should I try to find a first officer who is not doing that, or do all first officers boost mirrors and veils? Oh, interesting. Okay, Karma. We lost 3 terror, and we got the ambitious Aolith. Okay. What is that? A thinking creature made this, or the sea made this, or both. All right, then. Maybe the scholar is interested in this ambitious Aolith, or somebody else is. Got any shops here? They do. Not great ones. Okay. Yes, Heathrun, we do have a sleeping rat. It's one of our mascot choices. I don't know if I want this dude. I mean, it's not that having these things is bad, but... Yeah, I think that's the right idea, right? It's like, it's a passive boost. It's not that expensive. So we'll go for it. And the sigil-ridden navigator. Let me guide your ship. I know all the Z. Thank you. The nonsense here was a distraction for a while, but only the Z can help me now. Ah, my God, the air, it's clearer already. Let me chart a course for you. My head. Okay, great. Oh, they don't expire? Okay, cool. Good to know. Boom. Heck yeah. I like having a full boat. And he did boost us up. And let me see really fast. Let me just pause it, look at the map. We do have this here to explore. And we can right-click and speak to the guy. And we can invite him to dine with us, which is an option. But I'm actually going to go ahead and speak to my man. Oh, wait, what does she improve? She will improve hearts to 100. I could proposition her. But she doesn't want this yet. Maybe you have to hang out with her first. So let's just talk to this guy. He'll boost it up. Okay, great. I'll keep one secret behind. All right. Let's go. I'm going to send out my bat and see what's down here. Abbey Rock, still there. We can get the port report, map it out. We're looking for Station 3, though. I want to get this guy off my boat. There it is. Sweet. It's interesting that the Z-Bat does not detect Station 3. Made it. Bam. All right, so we need to deliver the Lorn Fluke and observe the student's experiment. He's terribly excited and requests your steadying presence to ensure he maintains the appropriate scientific detachment. You got it, buddy. After careful setup, the shed is empty, saving a writing desk and a gigantic mass of needles. The anxious student snaps off the tip of one and twirls it between his fingers. I hypothesize that the flukes have a method of absorbing and storing our lived experiences. It follows, therefore, that there should exist a means of transmitting, reliving that experience. Like so, he stabs the needle through his palm, his eyes dull. You heard Captain Harris, sailor. Target the Ogadai and fire torpedoes, and if you hit one of the Lorn Flukes, then by God and Her Majesty, I will put you out of the airlock and let the spiny jerks take you. He awakes from the reverie a moment later, beaming. That will do. Pass me your notes. I'll carry on the experiment from here. Okay, thank you, Karma. You have witnessed history, and we got 2 extraordinary implications. Cool. And we can train our telescope on the shore. Okay. And we got the port report, and they don't want to ever get it again, but that's okay. We're out. Okay. So that was great. So let's go. I'm going to sail right around here. All right, we'll go to Abbey and just uncover it. Might as well. All right. Let's just pull in right here. Okay. Let's compile the report. And I'll knock at the gates. So we lost some terror, which is good. And we can search and get the beginner's luck item, but I might want to save that. I don't actually know if there's any benefit to saving beginner's luck. There's other places you could probably use it, maybe. I don't need it at the moment, but it would actually give me a little bit of surge. Let's watch the Covenant. We got a strange catch. The Covenant is silent. A few lights prick its bulk. Bells sound the times of prayer. You're almost ready to give up when a side door opens. 4 nuns march out, carrying something wrapped in a blanket and fling it into the sea. You creep down to examine it. It was likely unidentifiable even before the nuns used it for weapons practice. Now it leaks fluid from a dozen puncture wounds, but it still smells of the Z. Okay, cool. I don't need to buy a supply for 20. It's not a great price. But now we have this mapped out. We can hit Quaker's Haven, maybe bounce to Hunter's Keep, and then go back. All right, this is a good ship because it's blue. Or at least it's a ship that won't attack me. Nothing like the delicious Mutton Island. How about that? Another day out on the sea. There's a crab. I'm going to take that guy down. You know it. All right. Drinks. Yeah, I mean, we're hungry, so let's do it. We lose terror. We lost 20 echo. But we don't actually get any hunger reduction. That's unfortunate. Yeah, I saw that. It was so close by that I wasn't out long enough. That makes sense. All right, we'll get the port report. Supplies 30, fuel 20. That's okay. I have enough fuel to do a little bit of work, but I'm not going to press it. Oh, okay. So you just basically sit at the port, docked, or around it until it triggers? That makes sense. Love it. Take that. All right. We got some pages and fragments that we can turn into secrets. Okay. So before I go back to London, I am going to go to Hunter's Keep. It's a port report, and they give you supplies and stuff while they're there anyway. That makes sense. So I do have something awaits me, but I might use it here. We'll see. All right. And who do I want to hang out with? What is my terror? 9. It's not bad. Unpredictable. And we get memory of a distant shore. We got supplies. We lost 5 terror. Wow, that's great. Phoebe has a story to tell of 2 lovers parted by water, of a raven that carried messages of a fragment of the moon. She beats time on the table as she speaks, as if to a song only she can hear. The effect is hypnotic. Your attention drifts out through the skylight of the dining room to the false stars glittering in the roof of the cavern. You drift like a puffball spore. The Untersee shimmers below. Islands lie like mineral specimens on black velvet. Ships bob like wood chips between the islands. Vast spined things pulse in the depths. There is a scent like the scent before a storm. The storm came, says Phoebe quietly. Everything's changed. Somewhere in there, you finished the last course. The scowling maid reluctantly serves cheese and Bath Oliver biscuits. So we got a fragment. We got the attention of the storm from the gods of the Zee. We lost 5 terror, which is great. We lost our hunger. We got a supply. And we're now acquainted with the sisters of Hunter's Keep. Fantastic. Let's go ahead and get the port report. And the parlor is empty. They're not receiving visitors, so let's go. So here I am, and I need to wait a few minutes before I can get the something awaits us, so let's go. Oh, it's bats. Okay. Bats I don't mind. Nah, they're going to hit me. Unfortunately, I didn't one-shot them, so they did their 5 damage. Those foul beings. Alright, do we want to reduce terror, or do we want to eat them? Our terror is actually not bad, so let's eat them up. And we got a supply. Oh, it gives you terror. Well, it's because it's gross, but it's free supply. We'll take it. Exactly. 5 hull damage for a supply. And something awaits us. And some food. Alright, we did map this out. I'll turn out my lights and let's go home. All right, here we go. Yeah, exactly. Okay, the revenue men. Declare all of them Oh, there was the notification, Heathrun. Thank you. Again, my friend. This will reduce your suspicion if your suspicion is 5 or more. I don't want to pay them any money, though. I don't have anything to hide. Vexed and frustrated, they roam and they leave, and we did it. Here we go. Someone wants to sign on. That's all for now. We have another day. And, okay. So, let's see here. Well, we can go here and read the paper. And we lost some terror. And we got the recent news, which is nice. And to purchase a townhouse, we need 1,000 echo. It would be wonderful, but we don't have it yet. Let's submit the port reports. So, Hunter's Keep. Go ahead and do this. And we got a little bit of money. We have 5 favors here, which doesn't go up because we've done it before. We got a fuel. And Shepherd Isles, we could submit it as fact, but it's high risk, so we'll just submit it as hearsay. And we get 10 money, we got another favor, and we got some fuel. Station 3, and they burn it up. Don't trouble yourself further, but we did get the 100 echo right there. Abbey Rock, we got 20 echo, another favor, and we got a fuel there. Quaker's Haven, we got a fuel, 5 echo, pretty good. And then we don't have an appointment. So what we ended up with, our hull is damaged, but I'm not feeling like I want to repair it. Because when I'll look at the options for that, but yeah, absolutely, Karma. I do need to probably spread a little further out. I'm just scared of running out of fuel. And in my last game, when I went further out, I ended up encountering tougher foes, and it caused me to limp home and not survive. Hey, Siloom, good evening. Joe Pesci is our navigator. Yeah, we've got quite the crew here. It's unreal. The Alarming Scholar, we can talk to them, and we can give them the Memory of Distant Shores, which we have, and for this, they give you 10 echoes and some favor. We do have a Z story, which we could exchange somewhere else. We have a lot of things, actually, for them. The Ambitious Aolith, and this gives me 70 echo. Oh, I see the nap marks clearly. I rather think it was no human hand that shaped this either, something from before, or at least I like to think it, and that's what's most important. Okay, good. And we've got a Z story. For this, they give you 10 echo, which, you know, okay. I'll take it. And then we've got the Strange Catch from the Abbey. And we got 10 echo. The Scholar circles your specimen jar, tapping at the glass with a variety of tools. Screwdriver, magnet, scrutinizer, tuning fork, flensing knife, and a sort of slotted spoon. This will keep them going for weeks, he says, half to himself. We'll dine at the high table tonight, I think. Great. Okay. So we don't have anything else. Oh, we have the extraordinary implications. Let's see what they... I have 2 of these. What do we get for this? Oh, we get a bunch of money. Wow. Okay. So this might have been something where I could have made more money elsewhere, but the Scent of Secrets, I will place it with the others. One day, I will have enough. This is so much money that we can actually trade in the other one and be really close to purchasing the house, which is amazing. But we could also buy a better engine to get around a little bit more smoothly if we like. And we'll go ahead and do another one. And our favor is increasing. Oh, okay. That's a good rule of thumb, Karma. Thank you. So, what do we think that we should do now? Uh, you're same stuff as before. Uh, the merchant venturer tugs at our sleeve, and we could get a tattoo. So, oh, I can increase my iron by 2 and cure 25 points of terror. That's nice. That's exactly what I wanted, was iron. I'll take it. Hit me. Hit my iron. Yeah, I got a cool tattoo. A new you. So our terror is gone. We lost the Tail of Terror, but we got 2 iron. We're up to 53 iron, but 59 modified. The gold needle pricks Lily. Clathermont hums. The design is complete. Scales mapping your fingers like a gauntlet. Wear it proudly. Wow, it's a hand tattoo. That is amazing. Okay, very good. And this guy says, I have need of a reliable agent. Failing that, an inventive one. Here are my requirements. So, he has specific needs, but he'll pay much better than market rates. And he won't ask you how you came by these things. So, he wants what? 7 bales of parabola linen. I actually have 1. And something durable, which is 7 Stygian ivory. Wow. Okay, so I see what he wants. I just don't have anything close to that. I don't like doing this guy's thing, the little gift, about the patron. He has you doing, like, underhanded things, which, not against it, but So, let me go to the hold, and you see... I must have sold my parabola linen, actually. Or I don't have it anymore. Oh, you know what? I think I actually got the parabola linen with my previous captain. I have 8 fuel, which is great, and 4 supplies. I'd like to buy a better engine. Yeah, that makes sense. So, one of the things I'm thinking about here is checking out... I bought this before, and so this is what you have, which it's a slight increase to engine power. I don't know how great that is. This is way better, though, and I'm closer to this. So this thing, it does. I know it uses more fuel to have 1,500 engine power, but it feels really good. Like, although I could buy this and then comfortably have money left over, like you're talking about, and then do some more stuff and keep earning. I don't know, like maybe you have to get better at the game to jump and skip out on some of these things. This would make me go faster. So, it's a 25% increase. I'll go ahead and get this. I'm fine. And then do this, and we'll sell the other one. And I'm going to go to this, and we will buy... Yeah, that makes sense, Karma, because you can get home faster. You're traveling less. Okay, I'm happy with this. I'm going to keep a good amount of money on hand just in case. and we will travel. Let's plan our route, though. So, I don't have any place that I have to be. Station 3, I don't need to go anymore. What I could do is go up, hit Vendor Bite, and then Wither Codex, and then explore over here, and then try to come back down around. Oh, I think I have some secrets as well. Yeah. I'll just boost up my hearts a bit. So we are moving faster. It is noticeable. No, I don't need my light right now. Yeah, exactly. And it seems that the consequence for having no fuel is the game is over, whereas no food, you can, like, have hungry people for a bit and it's not as dire. Or at least that's kind of how it seems. Alright, let's see if I can go under the arch this time. So there's the glow underneath the island pieces. Oh no, the arch is further up. There we go. All right. Someone trying to get your attention. One of the tomb colonists takes an obvious interest in your crew, specifically the clattery air. Uh-oh. Okay, interesting. And let's go ahead and get the gossip. Got the port report. Oh, okay, Karma. You're just adrift, and then you try to, like, get saved, but you probably attract somebody dangerous. It's like an FTL when you run out of fuel. It's very bad. Voiceless. The tomb colonist draws you a little way away from the clattery air. Don't tell her you met me, he says in a hoarse rasp. Hey, Rusty. What's up, my friend? Thank you for subscribing. Her mother cut my voice. Hoped to fix it so I wouldn't be able to look for my daughter, so I wouldn't want to, he wheezes. Didn't work. Operations never completely effective. Need to know my daughters well. Happy. Finding enough patience, getting enough to eat, and so forth. In exchange for the simplest news, he explains himself. I'm her father, he says. Ordinary engineer. Not the sort of parent she would want. Wow. If you wish to tell the heir about this encounter, you can do so by speaking with her. To her. Okay. I can't wait to tell you this. She's doesn't want any of these things. I guess we could dine with her. I could eat a supply with her if I wanted to. Alright, let's dine with her. Precise bite sizes. The cooked flesh arrives, still in its shell. From the claws, 8 legs, body, and head, she renders a dozen neat, bite-sized piles of shredded flesh, sutured with mushroom or pinned together with a needle of chitin. Perhaps she has missed a calling as a chef. Oh boy. She denies it. My mother was the child of a surgeon in the first city. You might say that knife work runs in the family. There is a wicked, quirking smile at the corner of her mouth. Then there are rumors about my father. She would deny any truth in these, okay? An occurrence. You're learning about the clattery air quality is now alerted to rumors about her parentage. Okay, so I know about this, but she doesn't want to know. She's not seeking this. Oh, I need the strange catch to then make this go further. But she will do this for me. Exchange. It's a straight trade. One of your best discoveries for one of hers. It's not hard to drive the bargain. She sits back after dinner and tells you this. Most people think that the hard part of surgery is finding what's wrong and taking it out, but any fool could do that. A ship's cook with a cleaver can have that part of the job. The hard part is cutting, so you can sew it all back up again afterward. And she demonstrates on a shark fin, leaving it in a better condition than it had started. Now that's impressive. All right. Very well. Okay. We can explore, and let's see. We can make an offering. We can search the place, okay. And we succeeded. They got scared, but we got some fragments. We've done this one before. Okay, no problem. And then... All right, good enough. Okay. Oh, I see. Okay. Well, yeah. I like her a lot. I'm glad that we got her. All right, I'm going to try to turn on my light over here so that I uncover this portion of the map. Oh, okay, God. That's why I didn't have the light on. We'll just go this way. You go your way, we'll go our way. Mm-hmm. We did it. We're going under. And, something awaits us. So, that is good. Whither and hither and thither. All right, made it. And shore leave. Again, this is expensive, but it significantly reduces our terror, but our terror is so low. I'm not super interested. Give me that port report, and we can explore the town. We're not good at any of these because of our pages. It's not a skill that we're great at, so I'll just walk away. What you got in the shops? Oh, that's right. Yeah, I could have exchanged my Z story for fuel, but you know. Oh, I could sell supplies for Tales of Terror. I see. Okay. I mean, I can. Oh, no, I'll try it next time, I suppose. Okay. So we got the port report. We're here. And we're going to be kind of just trying to go around and get this section of the map knocked out a bit. If possible. Hit codex. We've got a good amount of fuel. We can just try to uncover more opportunities for us. We don't have any secrets right now, or I've been using them all to raise our hearts. But honestly, we're in such a better position than we were in the previous game because we know better what we're doing, and we didn't make a lot of decisions to go on small runs. We have upgraded the engine and the gun at this point. We actually have 3 crew members instead of maybe we have 1, maybe we had 2. We've got 8 crew here. We've got very, very reasonable stats and can actually fight things. We have 12 fuel, 6 supplies. Terror is quite low. The hull is just fine. And I really enjoy that we are making much better traction with this character. We know what happens when we die. We're planning more strategically for that eventuality. And I'm having even more fun with this game. Everyone, it is indeed my bedtime. I want to say thank you so much for coming out to the stream, playing some Sunless Sea. I appreciate all of your help and hanging out. I hope you all have an excellent evening or day and a fantastic weekend wherever you're at. Karma, thank you for your help, my friend. Alex, Rob, Siloom, Heathrun, thank you again for the super. Rusty, Devon, Fading, Neo, Kreft, everyone out there, take care. Have a great one.